Hey everyone, my name is David Dunbar, the theme park evangelist. Excuse me, I have whipped cream on my mouth. I just had a peppermint or venti peppermint iced coffee, excuse me. Anyhow, so I normally would get a frappuccino, but they don't usually have that much caffeine in them as far as I know. And I am only going on about 4 or 5 hours of sleep right now. I'm so used to working late at Magic Kingdom. And today is actually my very first day here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. I am back, and I'm very excited to be back because I haven't worked here in over a year. And I would say I'm your favorite Disney cast member / YouTuber. I mean, hopefully I am, but anyhow, I am going to be working at Toy Story Land attractions at Alien Swirling Saucers. Super excited. First day is tomorrow. Cannot wait. Gonna definitely tell you guys all about it. And it sounds like I actually might get the attraction. They already put me off on my own next Friday morning from 10 a.m. to noon, so that's ought to be interesting. So anyway, why am I over here in front of the boat? I'm gonna be doing my Epcot Resorts Christmas decorations vlog today. So I only have a few hours. My dad gets off work in a few hours, and he let me carpool with him today, so I'm going to be doing this until then. I don't know if I'm going to get on this boat necessarily. There's a lot of people heading this way. I mean, I could walk, but the boat is just so nice, and it's so nice out right now. And it actually feels kind of nice to wear jeans right now. It's better than the church clothes I was wearing earlier. So I guess I'll see you guys on the boat.
And because Megan had to move.
So unfortunately, they already filled up that boat, so it looks like everybody from that point on till back there is going to have to wait. So while I'm waiting, I'm just going to show you guys the construction update on the Skyliner station. So they are still doing more work on the station. I'm trying to be careful here. My phone is hanging over the water right now. And they have definitely laid out all the gondola wire, it looks like, which is a huge update change or whatnot since I was over this way last. Guys, check this out. We have testing of the gondolas. What? Those aren't the actual gondolas, but this is an idea just to show that they are at least doing some kind of testing on it. So while I was showing you guys the gondolas, another boat did approach. I don't know how many people they're going to squeeze on this one. It doesn't look like they're allowing any standing, which stinks for the fact that there's going to be a lot of people are going to be left waiting longer. But at least people don't have to stand, which I guess is good and bad. So something I have never done before is the Epcot Resorts loop. So I wanted to show you guys what to expect if you ever want to go back to Hollywood Studios or if you want to go to Epcot. So basically, if the boat is here to take you to Epcot via Yacht Club, Beach Club, or Disney's Boardwalk, you're going to be waiting right here in this line. Or if you are waiting to go back to Hollywood Studios, if you do not want to walk, you would be waiting in this line right here. So anyway, this is my very first time to this specific resort. This is a neutral kind of resort because it's like a Disney resort, but it's third party. So it's hard to say if this is exactly an Epcot resort or if it's a Hollywood Studios resort. It's kind of 50-50. But either way, I'm still going to be vlogging both. And because Boardwalk happens to be right next to this place, and actually that's the Tim Trecker's favorite resort on this side of Disney property. And I've heard that Paging Mr. Morrow's over there quite a bit. So I'm gonna walk over there next, and maybe, just maybe, I can walk over to Yacht and Beach Club very quickly as well. I'm probably gonna end up taking the boat back when I do need to head back, just because it's easiest for me to get from this area back to Hollywood Studios and then back to the cast member parking lot of Hollywood Studios. So I like this fountain. That's really cool that it's like one giant fountain and then you got another giant fountain and then you got all these water jets like shooting up and down. So I believe right now I'm at the Dolphin Hotel, which is by far my favorite. So I don't plan on going into the Swan because that's over there somewhere, if I remember correctly. No, hold on. No, it's over there. I might consider it. It is over there. Now that I think about it, for whatever reason, I thought it was somewhere else. So it's closer than I thought. So I'll come in here, I'll check it out, then I'm gonna go over into the Swan. So the Dolphin by far is my favorite, and that water is blowing the wind. The wind is blowing the water just right. Oh my goodness, I'm so tired. Just right that the mist was actually hitting my arm. It felt good. But let's go inside and see what it looks like and see if they have any Christmas decorations other than these happy holidays. I'm a Christian, so I say Merry Christmas. And I'm not ashamed to say that. But as promised, I try to not talk about too much religious content in my theme park vlogs. If you want to hear any of my religious content, please visit my religious content playlist for that kind of particular topic or content, because that's where you'll definitely find it. Oh yes, we got the revolving door, except that it is not working. And here we go. Oh my goodness. Okay then. That was a workout. Normally, I guess it would be working, but it wasn't. Prometheus, whatever that is. So here is a layout of the resort. So this is technically my very first time checking out this specific resort. So this is kind of a double win for me. So, of course, it's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. I'm assuming this is the Dolphin, which is the one that most people can see from World Drive. And then, of course, you got the Swan over here, which you can usually see. Of course, Dolphin is closest to Hollywood Studios versus Swan is closer to the EPCOT side. So, go figure on that one, right? So that's kind of cool. The fountain, I wonder what this place is. But it looks like it's got some pizza, and then there's some recreation and restaurants. And then, of course, these escalators will take you to and from the lobby, and that is cool. That is really cool. I like those balls, whatever those are. And then, of course, we got the Christmas tree right over there. It looks like there's a lot of high-up executives here today. So I'm trying to be really careful. I mean, they already got microphones set up over here. I'm like, okay then. I mean, there's not a ton of Christmas decorations. They even got a full bar over there. Like, wow. This is kind of cool. I won't deny that. I was trying to figure out, like, why are all these executives here? This is interesting. We got a Disney Planning Center or guest services right down here. This is a nicer hotel than I thought it was, or a resort. I mean, it doesn't look that pretty from the outside, in my opinion, but it's actually gorgeous inside. And they got ATMs down there. I'm just kind of walking around the exterior of the lobby. Oh, they got something for Toy Story Land, and then they got exhibit halls. It kind of feels like the Orange County Convention Center. I gotta take the phone away from my face. I have a bad habit of being right on top of me, and then you're looking at my lips instead of my whole head. So I gotta really focus on that. I know it's a really bad habit of mine. I don't know what the story is with the Swan. I don't know if it's as high up executive as this one, but it is what it is. I'm passing by a coffee joint at the moment. It's called Fuel. This is more or less what it looks like. Kind of reminds me of a Starbucks of some sort. That's kind of cool. And then, of course, they got salads, a bakery, and I Heart Froyo. Those are really good, by the way. And that's kind of what it looks like from inside. And I'm about to pass by some elevators to the central location of the hotel, along with the west portion of the hotel. And I'm about to pass by these Christmas trees again, and that basically puts me right back where I started. So, though I'm not going to see the whole thing because this is actually a convention center as well, like the Orange County Convention Center. So now I'm going to head back down the escalator. I'm going to go right across over to the Swan Resort. And then from there, make sure I watch my step. From there, I'm going to go over the Boardwalk, which is actually a much bigger resort. And ironically, that resort is open until 2 in the morning, though Melissa Fass and I are no longer friends due to a little incident that happened a while ago, but it's personal. She actually used to work there at one point, so if she were here, she would actually be very excited that I'm going over there. But I know the Tim Tracker is always over there, so I'm going to see if I can carefully walk through here without actually ramming into anybody. So I'm actually not 100% sure what is going on over at EPCOT today, but there are so many people waiting on the boat. Like, what the heck? Anyhow, they're playing Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney in the background. That's kind of cool. Love the sunlight glimmering on the lake. I don't think you can see the Fantasia Gardens from here, but you can see their park from here. Kind of a local park. So, yes, I did complete my official last day at Tomorrowland Speedway a few weeks ago, but I've been just kind of picking up shifts here and there. Tuesday was supposed to technically be my last day, but I'm going to keep picking up shifts there until I can't anymore. Because actually, January the 2nd is supposed to be the last day that Tomorrowland Speedway is going to be running. Due to the fact that Tron is coming into the Magic Kingdom, it's going to have to close down Tomorrowland Speedway for about 4 months, which will unfortunately eliminate my chance to pick up shifts over there, which is kind of a bummer because of the fact that I did want to be able to eventually cross-train over to Rocket Tower Plaza, where the Tomorrowland Transit Authority is at an Astro Orbiter. That's basically more or less what that whole area is called. I'm not actually sure what is going on over here. I hope I can still get in. Maybe it's just one little area that's kind of closed off. Please pardon our dust, sorry. While we enhance this area for future enjoyment, I guess you can still get in. So this resort has a little more Christmas decorations. That's kind of cool. I got Santa Claus in the North Pole sitting by the fire. It's a cute fire. I love some of these Christmas decorations. You got a interesting looking tree, a train with his name on it, toy soldier. I love the snow. Kind of something you would see my mom put up for her Christmas village, and of course all kinds of presents. And then you got a restaurant over here. That's kind of cool. It's also another really nice resort. Anyway, so where was that? Oh yeah, that's right. So right now there's a huge amount of dirt right behind, kind of near the Tomorrowland Speedway, in the area where the train is. So they're just moving the train over so they can make room for the Tron coaster. Nothing is going to happen to Tomorrowland Speedway or the train, other than it's just going to be relocated a little bit. But the train, unfortunately, is going to be down for about 2 years, which is a huge letdown considering that a lot of people do like that ride. Now, I think the lobby is this way, but let me make sure. Yeah, I guess I was right. It is this way. Well, that is really cool how they did the water. I just want to make sure I was in the right area for the lobby, which we don't have a ton in here. Dude, that is cool. And the revolving doors, they stuck Christmas trees. And then, of course, the lobby has Christmas trees in like all 4 corners of the room. That's cool. And then we got Disney Cabanas, must be a gift shop right next door. So as you guys can see, I am on the walkway or bridge that is going to take me into Disney's Boardwalk. So I'm officially entering the closest EPCOT resort to EPCOT, and by far one of the most popular, and also kind of a nighttime kind of resort. And hopefully I can find a restroom around here, because all that liquid I had earlier is starting to get to me. And just a tip, don't be afraid to ask Starbucks at Disney for less ice. I didn't realize how much ice they're going to put in it. They're probably just a little worse than McDonald's. I usually ask McDonald's for less ice because I know they're notorious for it. I didn't know what Disney was like, but now I do. So from now on, if I do ask for an iced coffee from a Disney Starbucks, I'm definitely going to ask, can you put as little ice in it as possible? That way you can enjoy as much of your coffee as you possibly can. And ironically, 3 pumps of their syrup was, to me, plenty. But you guys might have a different opinion. So, technically speaking, the entrance to Boardwalk is dead ahead of me on the right, but I don't know if that's going to necessarily take me to the lobby. I could look at some of the signs and see if it will. But if it doesn't, I'll just keep walking. No big deal. But yeah, as far as I can tell, all the trees have been gutted out behind Tomorrowland Speedway. Now, I'm not going to tell you guys too much because it will ruin the magic, but it just really feels weird. It doesn't feel right anymore. And I cannot wait for that big building to go in so you can't see behind the scenes any longer. So it looks like this is the nightclub portion. Dueling Pianos is right over there. I've actually heard of that one. So I guess I have to stay on this path a little longer to get to the lobby. It's actually really nice out right now. It was really cold out this morning, but this has really turned out to be a really nice day, and I'm really glad that I dressed up properly for this. And I'm really excited to be back in an outdoor attraction at a park I'm familiar with too. Because actually working in an indoor attraction, which I thought I would like, and I don't. Because I feel kind of claustrophobic, and I'm not even claustrophobic. I do see another Hollywood Studios boat coming our way right now. As you guys can see, that is the Yacht and Beach Club dead ahead. And eventually this walkway does take you there. And ironically, the boat heading back to Hollywood Studios is emptier than the boat going to EPCOT. So go figure on that one, right? So I guess I could have gone that specific way. So for now, since I'm over by Yacht and Beach Club, I'm gonna show you guys that first. But I'm eventually gonna turn myself back around and show you guys that one, because of the fact that Yacht and Beach Club is actually the last resort on this walkway before you get to whatchamacallit, EPCOT, which in just a second you'll be able to see it. It's hiding behind the lighthouse, and unfortunately, because of the way the walkway is designed, is kind of backwards from the way the boat is designed. Because actually, if you can see the Eiffel Tower of World Showcase, if you continue to follow that walkway which I showed you guys earlier, and you can kind of see the Skyliner cable from here too, which they actually have laid out the cable for this portion of the Skyliner as well. So there, that walkway that I was showing you guys earlier does branch off and go to the Boardwalk Resort, and then that will also take you over to EPCOT. So I'm actually glad I stayed over here, because this way I can show you guys the Yacht and Beach Club, and then turn myself around, go over to the Boardwalk, and then get back on the pathway, go back over to Swan and Dolphin, get on the boat, go over to Hollywood Studios, and that will be the end of my vlog. So this will be a much longer vlog because of all the walking and all that good stuff I have to do. So while I'm over here, I'm going to show you guys that you can get on the boat from here, which will take you directly over to that side, which is where the Boardwalk Resort is at. because the Boardwalk is the very last resort that you get to go to. Now, we are still very close to EPCOT Resorts Boulevard and also that side road that will take you over to Disney Springs. I think that's Buena Vista Drive, so that's why you hear all those emergency vehicles in the background. And not that you can see it, but it's a very tiny, okay, I enlarge it. So yes, off in the background there is more of the Skyliner as well. So assuming that the boat is here when I get back, I'll take the boat across, and that will get me much faster to the Boardwalk. And normally they run pretty quickly. It would be a lot faster than walking all the way back, because the boat literally will take you right over there to that small dock, kind of off in that particular direction. Anyway, right behind me is the Yacht and Beach, so let's go do that next. As soon as I was coming in, I could see the tree, and it's beautiful. Check this out. I love the smell of this lobby. Kind of reminds me of some of my mom's Christmas decorations. I'm gonna try taking a picture of this. So, and you gotta love the fact that it's got boats all over it. That's cool. And then we got the whatever you call it. I said it before when I was doing my Magic Kingdom Resort Loop decoration vlog, and now I can't remember what it's called. Well, whatever you call these things. If I remember them later, I'll say it. But yeah, they got them strung all over the lobby. And then, of course, you got the concierge has got boats, this boat thing going. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. And then got a big globe over here for whatever reason. That's kind of weird. Yeah, they got more of these over here as well. Yeah, I love the smell of this lobby. It's amazing. I can't believe I've never done an EPCOT Resort vlog before. But then again, this is coming from the same guy who has never done a Universal Hotel Resort vlog before until not even a few months ago. So I guess I should keep my mouth shut. So yeah. So I found this. Please visit our gingerbread carousel. So I guess Disney has a gingerbread theming going. Located in the lobby of Disney's Beach Club Resort, which is where I'm at right now. And here is how you make it. So I guess if I follow this carpet all the way down, I'll find it. So in my accidental success, my accidental walk to find the carousel, I did stumble upon the restroom, so at least I got that taken care of. But this is definitely not the way to the carousel, the gingerbread carousel, that is. So I'm going to turn myself around and go back to the lobby, because obviously I was already in it. Well, we already know I'm not the most intelligent person in the world. And okay, then what is going on here? So I might have stumbled upon a resort orientation for cast members. That would be kind of cool to do. I'm sure they're very different than your typical theme park orientation. I'm sure even a water park orientation would be very different than the theme park orientation. I could imagine even the Volcano Bay orientation for Universal team members has got to be different than the two-park orientation. I mean, not that I know anything about that, considering I only know roughly what the Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios are just plain old Universal Orlando Resort orientation, excluding the Volcano Bay orientation is like from friends, former friends I should say, that have been former team members at one point. And on the other hand, I chose not to go that route. And of course there was another restroom down there. And I had no idea if I'm heading the right way to find this carousel. Who knows, I might just give up. So I don't think this is the same thing that I was looking at on my way to find the restrooms. But this is kind of cool. It's a train that goes around. Oh, there's Can't Make Cafe. That's right. I think that's in this resort. I've heard about it. It's really good. That is so cool. Definitely gonna get a picture of this. Yeah, I try to take pictures of the Christmas decorations so I can post it on my Facebook page for you guys. So remember, it's the Theme Park Evangelist at facebook.com. And I always try to leave my description in my I try to leave the link to my Facebook page in the description of my YouTube vlogs so people can find it more easily. And I'm always trying to invite more of my Facebook friends, like on my personal profile all the time, because I'm always telling everybody about my YouTube channel. Because, you know, as only someone with 2 years of experience, I still am not really out there. Like, some people find it way easier to get themselves out there than others, and I'm definitely not one of those people that finds it easy to get myself out there. So there is a boat pulling away, but I have no idea if it's going to the Boardwalk or if it's going to Swan and Dolphin, because there are boats that go to the Boardwalk and there's boats that go to the Swan and Dolphin. There is a boat that just pulled up that is heading towards the Swan and Dolphin next. I mean, not the Swan and Dolphin, the Boardwalk Resort. So that worked out perfectly versus the boat heading back to Hollywood just left. So I guess my timing is perfect, because I still have some time before my dad is done. This will be my last but not least final resort on my vlog, because my vlog is getting a little long already. It's getting near the 30-minute mark, and that's basically how long my Magic Kingdom one was. I think I like this one better because this one was brand new to me, and also it was nicer when I did the other one, but I felt like this one was less frustrating, and I think that everything was more put together, and also it's less crowded than I did the Magic Kingdom one. That's what you get though for doing it on a Mickey's Very Merry Night. If I had done it any other night, like a normal night, I probably wouldn't have such a hard time, but it is what it is. So definitely by far one of the most unique resorts, because it's not your typical Disney resort that you would normally walk into. You got the lobby and all the other stuff that you would normally see. This one is cool because it actually is set up like an actual boardwalk, and I think that's really cool. I have seen it in the past, but I had never actually thought about coming over here, so this is kind of cool. There is a few restaurants over here that do offer the Disney pass holder discount. I don't remember offhand. Ask Tim on that one, because he's a pass holder. I don't actually know which places do the cast member discount, on the other hand. That maybe I'll find out on my own sometime. Not today, because I already had a good sized lunch. And tomorrow I'm doing Golden Corral for breakfast, so that will fill me up for the day. And I haven't had Golden Corral for breakfast in ages. Used to go to the Winter Haven one all the time, but unfortunately I don't really work at Publix much in the mornings, and when I do, it's like a rarity. Like this Saturday I'm actually working at Publix in the morning, and I was like, what? Anyway, so even though I am technically almost to EPCOT right now, from what it looks like, I'm going to start over here at the ESPN and then just work my way backwards, because this is basically more or less where all the action takes place. So from what I can tell, it looks like this pathway does keep going back over to the Yacht and Beach, but if I remember correctly, this will also take you over to EPCOT as well. And of course right now is the perfect time to go to EPCOT with the festival around the, holidays around the world. I don't actually know what they call it anymore. Anyhow, so we're over here at the ESPN Club. My brother would love anything like this because he is a big sports fanatic. Must admit that his two favorite passions in life would be basketball and Star Wars. Now, I know I don't talk about him much because my brother does not really like to be talked about much, and he does not want to be on my YouTube channel, but he is by far my closest friend. And I like the fact that he's a big Star Wars fanatic. I'm not a big sports fanatic, but I do like it up to a point. That looks kind of cool. Ample Hills Creamery. Looks like it's an ice cream place, from what I can tell. Remember, this is my first time over here. It's kind of embarrassing. I don't know anything about this area. Yep, we got the bakery fountain, and you can even take your resort mugs over here to get them refilled. Most of the resorts do the resort mug refills these days. We got one of the nicer restaurants over here, and then we got a pizza quick service restaurant right over here, and a quick service bar right behind me as well. And I knew I wasn't seeing things when I saw a sit-down restaurant, because right over here, I can't even read that, so I'm not even going to try it. But let's go take a look at that menu. So for breakfast, we got the Bon Voyage Adventure Breakfast. We got Flint's Feast. I guess these are all characters from Little Mermaid. I'm just guessing right now. 2 eggs your way, breakfast potatoes, bacon, ham, sausage, King Triton's Shipwreck al forno, calzone with scrambled eggs, bell peppers, salumi, I think I'm reading that right, bacon, sausage, blend of cheeses, Sunday gravy. I'm not going to read everything because that'll take too long. And there's a bunch of other entrees as well you can get. Check out those beverages. We got a lot of good choices on the alcohol as well. Well, that's kind of cool. They have a outdoor area outside this place called Abracadabar. That's different. Magician's Lounge, standing ovations, I'm sure. But at least they got it, for the most part, it's kind of screened in case it starts raining. It doesn't look like it's completely covered, considering this whole area is completely exposed. And that's kind of cool that they got those that go around. We got Boardwalk to go, which is basically your typical boardwalk style foods like hot dogs, fries, and corn dogs. And then we got a Disney Vacation Club card over here. So due to the fact that I am running low on time, that is why I'm heading this way. The dance hall is the very last thing that you see on your way over. I am pretty sure that the lobby's over there. But due to the fact that I am running low on time, what you see is what you see. I mean, we do have a Christmas tree right over there. Surrey Bike Rentals. Yeah, I know this place is actually very famous for running these bikes right here. But I like that Christmas tree right there in the background. Yeah, I kind of wish I had started over here. But I guess I did not know how to get in here originally, and I did not even realize that the dance hall was the beginning of the boardwalk. But I know for future reference, and I don't know if I'll be back here. And the reason why I'm going this way is so I can show you guys all of the boardwalk, and then I can hop on the boat over at the Swan and Dolphin and take that boat back to Hollywood Studios and be back on time for my father. So I don't want to keep him waiting. I've done that in the past. My arm is starting to kill me, but it's worth it so I can hold my phone properly so you guys can see me better. I don't know where we're passing by now. It looks like another merchandise store. We got Boardwalk, thimbles and threads. I'll have to check that out sometime. I'm not a huge merchandise fan. You probably all know that about me. Right now, they're not doing anything right over here, but that is a normal activity you would see like at a fair. And of course, Universal is very big